In this episode, we go back in time to 2011 to one of our favorite adventures yet, Everest Base Camp.
Hello, Senji. Where are we? Okay, Jamie is currently freezing. We're baguette off.
So come along for the ride. It's best to buy any gear you can in Kathmandu because it's so inexpensive. So once we were all geared up, it was time to head to the airport. After waiting for 5 hours for the fog to clear, they said, "Run, run, run to the plane. We're taking off." And it was still foggy. Nepal's Lukla airport is literally rated the world's most dangerous airport. So with the foggy conditions, let's just say the flight was extra intense. What makes Lukla Airport so dangerous? Firstly, these Nepalese pilots are amazing. It's at an elevation of over 2,800 meters, or 9,000 feet. It's a steep runway with a wall of rock on one end and a 2,000-foot drop at the other, and no room for error. At the last minute, we decided to hire a porter guide, which turned out to be the best decision of the whole trek. Sengi knew the best spots, he translated for us, but most of all, he ended up being a great friend. We planned to take 9 days to reach Kala Phattar and Everest Base Camp, but Sengi recommended 2 extra rest days to do acclimatization hikes, which made the whole experience more enjoyable. There were 2 trekkers we met along the way that had to be rescued by helicopter due to altitude sickness. It's serious business. The first lodge we stayed at was in Pakting, and it was very comfortable. It wasn't that cold yet, we had our own bathroom, it was like living in luxury, with amazing views just out the window.
So we're in Pakting, and we're at the Beer Garden Lodge, which is, we just eat our breakfast in there, and this is our view.
I still remember the very first time we laid our eyes on Everest. It was unbelievable. We had even expected that we might not see Everest at all on the trip due to cloud cover, but thankfully, this was only the beginning. Namche is where we had our very first rest day, or acclimatization day. This is also the last place to get any sort of money out of an ATM and do some last-minute chocolate bar shopping. Our room once again had the most amazing views. The lodge offered a little restaurant, as they often do. It's good etiquette to eat at the restaurant in the lodge where you're staying. They have traditional Nepalese food, but also Western food. There's always a yak dung stove to keep you warm at night, and plenty of Sherpas to play cards with. We did an acclimatization hike up to a great lookout on top of Namche and checked out a museum. It was amazing to see artifacts and photographs from early Everest expeditions.
On our way to Tengbo Che. So we're in Tengbo Che, and here is our room in Tengbo Che for 300 rupee per night, and with views of Everest. Sanji pics are good.
We visited Sangi's cousins both on the way up and on the way back.
Hello, namaste. Photo. Photo.
Can't see on it.
That's Dingboche on a rest day. Island Peak, Lhotse, Everest is behind. I'm in Dublin.
The last one Dublin, that's
Okay.
Joe Blue.
Hey, Mohawk Man.
Labuche. It was like a land on the moon. We were far from everything, way above the tree line. But there were still things happening. We used the time to do an acclimatization trek. We did laundry, rested, showered, de-thawed our sunscreen, and we even went and found a helicopter crash site. Apparently it crashed the week before trying to take down an Aussie with altitude sickness. Thankfully, both pilot and passenger were fine. Word on the street is they average a couple of crashes a year due to the thin air. Not comforting odds if you need to be rescued.
Kala Phattar, Base Camp. Namche, Pomori, and Everest is behind Namche. And this is the glacier, goes back and forth. Hello, Senji. Where are we? Okay, Jamie is currently freezing our baguettes off. Your paint. Whoa, what are you pushing me over the edge? Jamie almost pushed me over the edge.
We waited at the summit of Kala Phattar for hours. We were there from mid-afternoon all the way until sunset. It was amazing to see all the change of colors over Everest. We headed back to Gorak Shep, spent another night there, and the next day we were off to Everest Base Camp. After climbing up for 11 days, we planned only 3 to get down. So we invented a new sport: extreme downhill trekking.
On the hunt for the hoof-footed Jamie. I see her footmarks in the mud.
During the whole trek, we had this joke running that we were going to see the elusive Yeti. Obviously, we never spotted him, but we couldn't resist stopping at a village on the way back down and checking out, apparently, a yeti head. It looked an awful lot like a coconut to us. In the same village, we had the opportunity to visit the Sir Edmund Hillary School. After summiting Everest, Hillary used his fame and fortune to build many things to help develop these Nepalese communities. After 2 days of straight hiking, we were already in Namche and only 1 day away from Lukla.
Yeah.
It was really hard to say goodbye to Sengi. He had become like family. We were the three amigos. What were we going to do without him?